ay waaj waa fan la fii la ci qualité Getzner and moo bi lan la seetal Getzner yaa ngi nii borode yaa ngi nii mën a déedéet borode jigéen rek du ko sol damay indi borode jigéen indi borode góor laaw la cat kii daal ne na xam nga lu muy bañ ñoo dugg ci bitig bi ne nangam lay ut ñu ne amut lépp lu jigéen di soxla rek mu ngi ci bitig bii rawat na nag tubaarikàlla scrub yi nga xam ne moo xew si jamono ndax nee na buggatul benn yaram yàqu scrub yaa ngi nii body scrub yi face scrub yaa ngi day and night loo bugg rek ci jigéen mu ngi ci bitig bii cuuraay yaa ngi fi house spray yaa ngi fi waaye foundation yi ana powder yi qualité Getzner fii nag la am ci Westfield qualité Getzner nëbuwul maa ngi ni kuy nëbbatu du ko wax mu ngi ne fanga ca kaw nag koolaat 753 4495 25 00 124 ñaari nomba yi boo ci oo ñu uyu la xale yaa ngi fi koo laaj mu waxal la qualité Getzner and more.
ñu nuyuwaat leen rek fii si Gambian Talents saa su ne nuñ ko dee defee am mbégte am kontaan rek ñëwaat fi tey nag ñu ngi fii si IEC gannaaw bi nga xamante ne nomination si ñu ngi go on tey nag UDP ñoo fi nekk seen councilor si ñoo ñëw indi seen paper si jébal ko ñi nga xamante ne ñooy IEC su ko defee rek nag am na councilor si nga xamante ne ñu ngi fi right now ni dugga nañ ba pare dinañ wax ak ñoom rek ñu wax ñu ban woot lañ taxawal ak lana tax ñu taxaw tey nag UDP moo fi nekk ñu ngi fi taxaw ak beneen candidates rek comme ni ma leen ko waxee UDP tey ñoo nekk fii si Banjul ñu ngi fii Banjul si IEC bi gars yi ñoo submit seen paper si nomination bi su ko defee rek ñu fi taxaw benn candidate dinañ ko bàyyi mu introduce boppam nuyu nañ
fay naa leen
mun nga ñoo wax sa tur ak sa sant ak ban woot
waaw man naa tudda Kadi Mbinko Jammeh Aga man maa taxaw Banjul Central Soldier Town.
bii mooy sa first time pour nga contest election.
waaw bii mooy suma first time pour ma taxaw.
comme niñ ko dee waxee election politique nekk li nga xamante ne nekk lu yomba bii nekk si first time pour nga contest lan a tax nga contest ak lan moo la dugal pour nga taxawal sa gox daal.
waaw man dama nekk nit koo xam ne dama bugg a di dimbale nit ñi toujours fu ma nekk rek ñu bari ñi ma xam sax xamee nañ ma loolu. léegi ma nekk ci UDP depuis bi UDP 1996 ba léegi maa ngi UDP ceeñu ma dew ma fenn waaye ñu gis man suma activité si parti bi ñu gis li ma munal doom aadama yi ñu taana ma ñoom ñoo ma taana pour ma taxaw Banjul Central Soldier Town pour councilorship waaw ma bugga na pour dimbale suma woot parce que miin naa di dimbale doom aadama ma bugga taxaw pour gis ne suma woot liñ bugga li nga xam ne ñoom lan lañ bugga parce que ñun dañ nekk ñoo xam ne ñun ñoo nekk di eyes and the ear of the council ñun ñoo mun a xam gox yi seen problème ñu mun koo jël yóbbu ko ci council bi pour ñu fajal leen ko lii moo tax ma am éene bi pour ma taxaw Soldier Town pour ma mun a xam suma askan yi ma xam seen problème.
soo ñëwee yan développement si nga bugg a njëkk a focus si Soldier Town. ndaxte yaa ngi doog a dugg rek ci mbir yi.
waaw li ma bugg a focus mooy women empowerment youth empowerment parce que li tax ma ne women empowerment buggumaa gis benn jigéen mu soona bugg naa ma gis ba képp jigéen nga engage into something boo xam ne mun nga seen njëriñ sa boppa ëllëg lii moo tax ma jóg pour ma taxaw suma ward muy Soldier Town ward waaw.
ko rek comme ni ngeen ko waxee ba léegi rek ñu ngi fii nii am si IEC Banjul tey UDP moo ñëw Bintu Kabaya taxaw noonu ki nga xamante ne moo taxawal Tobacco Road ki nga xamante ne tamit mooy député mayor bi moom tamit egsi na moom it ñëw na pour submit li nga xamante ne mooy paper sami dinañ dugg ci biir rek su ko defee ñu génnee leen fa li nga xamante ne moo nekk di xew fii nii am ci Banjul si IEC.
Issue out to you today. This is to acknowledge receipt of your nomination documents, the form. What will follow suit is, amongst the documents that were submitted here, is what we call support to your nomination. It is legally required of you to have submitted that, and which you did. So what will follow is we have, as I'm speaking with you, the Independent Electoral Commission has contracted the services of 6 assistant returning officers in Banjul here for the purpose of verification. We have our database where all the information pertaining to registered voters exist. They will have to verify this using our database to confirm or ascertain that you have administered these forms in accordance with the laws guiding elections in the Gambia. At conclusion of that exercise, that is what will determine acceptance of your nomination or otherwise. But I know you were given a document containing the schedules of this nomination period or activities from the 14th of March to the 27th of March 2023. Amongst these days, we have the 26th and 27th of March 2023 set aside for the purpose of correction. So in the event that you need to effect some correction on these documents, you have those days to do so, to make sure that your nomination package is in order and in full compliance with the laws guiding election, to enable you proceed with your contest, where you intend to go and represent the people of Newtown East at the Banjul City Council. After having said that to you, we want you to take word to the people of Newtown East Ward that elections will come and go, politics will come and go, as it has come to the doorsteps of the people of Newtown East Ward now. At the end of the day, come the 15th of April 2023, when people would have gone to the polling stations after having cast their votes and then the results are announced, we will go back to our normal life and continue to live as one people. So we don't want to see you being the cause of division of people of your ward. We know the lifestyle of people of Banjul. We have said this to other candidates. People of Banjul will always live as one family. This is what they are known for. So this being the case, please, let's maintain the peace that we are internationally known for. Up to a point, the Gambia is called the smiling coast of Africa. We should jealously guard that. After having said that to you, I believe you will take the word to your people. You have signed a document here called the Campaign Code of Ethics. It is a legal instrument. It is part of the laws guiding elections in the Gambia. By the time you signed it, you had already entered into an agreement with the independent electoral body that you have agreed to conduct yourself in accordance with that document, the law guiding elections. And the same thing is expected of the people that follow you, the people that support you, whilst you embark on your campaign or other activities pertaining to this contest. The slightest way you depart from the provisions of this legal instrument that we are referring to, or the provisions of any other law guiding election in the Gambia, that would have mean that departure would be in contravention of with these provisions. And if you so do, if it doesn't work well, if it comes to the worst, the Independent Electoral Commission could nullify your candidature. But Mr. Kohli, I don't think we will arrive at that.
No, inshallah, we will not reach out to that.
So, thank you so much for that. Do you know why I'm telling you we will not get there? When I look around you, the people that have accompanied you here today, I see faces of people that have been in elections. They have been in politics for quite a long time, and they have the mastery of politics in the Gambia. They have the full understanding of elections in the Gambia. They know the do's and don'ts in this area. So this being the case, I believe they will not sit back and watch you depart in the least way from the laws and rules guiding elections that you intend to contest in. They will not do that. Great. And then, as I made reference to this document that contains the provisions that you are expected to comply with whilst you endeavor or embark on your campaign trail, I want to assure you of our responsibility as the body mandated by law to conduct and supervise elections in this country, Independent Electoral Commission. We want to assure you that we will be there for all of you, all candidates, all political parties. We will treat you as equals. And that being the case, this is where we will apply the principle of a rule for one is a rule for all. And if we so do, we want to assure you that we will make sure there is level playing field for all candidates and all political parties participating in this contest. The Independent Electoral Commission will not sit and watch one candidate have an added advantage over other candidates. The Independent Electoral Commission will not sit and watch one political party have an added advantage over other political parties. All of you will be treated equally. That is to say, you are all and we are all equal in the eyes of the law. At the end of the day, if that happens, the elections will definitely be described acceptable, free, fair, and transparent, and credible. If this so happens, at the end of the day, we will not enter into post-election problems or conflicts. We will go back to our normal lives. As I said earlier on, we continue to live as one family and turn our back to politics and concentrate on the development that we all want for this country. Not to take much of your time, Mr. Colley, I once again want to say thank you so much for having responded to our invitation, and equally say thank you to those that have accompanied you to this important process, stage of the electoral process. And finally, I want to wish you good luck in your contest, as I equally wish good luck to others that are contesting in this election for the purpose of going to represent them at Banjul City Council. I want to say thank you for having responded to the invitation extended to you to attend this nomination process. And I equally want to say thank you to those that have accompanied you to this very important day and stage of the electoral process. This document we hand over to you now is to indicate receipt of your nomination package, that you have submitted the documents as required of you by law. What will follow suit is, amongst the documents that you submitted for the purpose of nomination, is the document called Support to Nomination. And you know very well that by law, your nomination is required to be supported by at least 75 registered voters at the ward where you intend to contest this election. And in this case, we're talking of Kampama ward. As I speak with you right now, the Independent Electoral Commission has contracted the services of 6 assistant returning officers. From here, we will hand over this support to your nomination to them to do the verification using our database, where all information as per each and every registered voter is captured. So that is to confirm that you have administered these forms in compliance with the laws, electoral laws. At the end of the day, that is what will determine acceptance or otherwise of your nomination. But then I believe you are in possession of the schedule of nomination activities that was prepared and made public by the Independent Electoral Commission from the 14th to the 27th of March 2023. But 26th and 27th of March is set aside by the Independent Electoral Commission for the purpose of correction. In the event that we see that any of your documents here requires correction to be effected on it, we will call your attention to that so that you put all your documents in order before the expiry of the gazetted nomination period, that is the 27th of March 2023. After having said that, Bintu Jaite, we want you to go back to the people of Kampama Ward and tell them that elections will come and go, politics will come and go, but the people of Kampama Ward, the people of Banjul, the people of the Gambia will continue to remain as one family. We don't want you to be the cause of division of your people. We have told other candidates that we know the lifestyle in Banjul very well. People of Banjul have ever lived as one family. So don't allow yourself to be the cause of division of these peaceful people of Banjul. You don't allow that to happen. Instead, you should take the lead and lead by example, and those that will follow you will equally follow your good footsteps, and the peace that we are known for internationally, worldwide, will continue to exist so that we continue to be known as the smiling coast of Africa. After having said that, Bintu, amongst the documents you have submitted here today, you have one that we call Code of Campaign Ethics. It is a legal instrument. It is law. By the time you signed that, you had entered into agreement with the independent electoral body. So it is required of you and those that are your supporters, those that follow you, to equally live and comply fully with the provisions of that legal instrument and all the legal instruments that have provisions guiding guiding elections in the Gambia. The slightest departure you take from these laws, that will mean you would have acted in contravention with the laws, and that would mean that you may be penalized. If it comes to the worst, it could lead to the nullification of your candidature. But Bintu Jaite, I don't think we will get to that. Thank you. Do you know why I said we will not get to that? If I look around and see the people that have accompanied you to this table today, I see faces of people that have been in politics for quite a long time. They have been in elections for quite a long time now. They have gathered a lot of experience up to a point they have the mastery in this area. They know the do's and don'ts of election. So that being the case, I believe that they will not sit back and watch you depart from the rules and laws or regulations guiding election or the contest you want to really participate in. After having said that, I refer you to this document we call Code of Campaign Ethics. The Independent Electoral Commission is also established by law, so we are equally required not to depart from the laws guiding our mandate in the least way. Amongst our responsibility, whilst we are the body responsible for the conduct of elections in the Gambia, we are required to treat all of you as candidates, participants, contestants, or political parties. You are required to treat you equally. That is what it calls for us to make sure that there is level playing field. And then in this, the principle of a rule for one is a rule for all will definitely prevail over our responsibilities to make sure that all of you are equal in the eyes of the law. By so doing, we will make sure that no one candidate or contestant has an added advantage over other candidates. We will not sit and watch that happen. The Independent Electoral Commission will make sure that no one political party has an advantage or added advantage over other political parties. The law, as far as electoral law is concerned, all of us are equal in the eyes of the law. And if we so do, if we achieve that, I believe at the end of the day, people will describe this contest or election as free, fair, and transparent, and the results credible. That will mean people will accept the results, and at the end of the day, we will be able to avoid post-election problems or conflict. Once again, I want to tell you, thank you very much on behalf of the Independent Electoral Commission for having responded to this, our invitation to nomination. And I equally want to say thank you to those that have accompanied you to witness this procedure. Finally, I want to take this opportunity to wish you good luck, as I wish other candidates equal good luck on your way to the representation of the people of Banjul, of the various wards at the Banjul City Council. Thank you so much. Okay.
Thank you, Mr.
Right. First and foremost, I would like to thank IEC, United Democratic Party, the Lord Mayor of Banjul, my comrades, the people of Kampama Ward, and a special thanks to my ward, to the Kampama Ward Development Committee and Banjul at large. And I would like to extend my greetings to the both Islamic and the Christian community in Banjul. I would like to extend to everybody that we have decided to do our nomination calmly, because we know both the Christians and the Muslims are in the period of fasting. And for that being the case, we want it to be as silent as we can. And coming back to your question, I'm here asking my electors to vote me in again, because I have served them and I have started some of my projects which I want to complete by next time, which I would say women and empowering women and youth, infrastructural development, health, and etc. and etc.
So you happen to react it again. Where will you focus your development?
I have already started it, that's what I said. And I think I would like to continue that. For instance, I have already started constructing a bakery and the ward, which can be an employment, create an employment for the youths. And I have also lobbied funds for the women in my ward, which is a revolving fund for them, which is 1.5 million, which they are using now. And I think I would like to do more of that when I am elected again.
Alright, Bintu ñu ñëw si kàllaamay olof rek su ko defee rek ñu nuyu la rek nga wax ñu ban woor nga taxawal.
Man Kampama Ward laa taxawal.
Alright, nga taxawoon this 4 years nga nekkoon fi nga taxawaat pour ñu re-elect la mun nga ñoo wax rek yow lan mooy waat sa plan si su fekkee ne gars yi vote nañ la in ak this past 4 years ban development nga indil sa committee ba sa ward bañ la war a re-electaat.
Asalaamaaleykum, ma nuyu leen waat comme ni ma ko waxee si kàllaama angale di nuyu ñëpp daal comme di ko dooree IEC suma parti ak bu gox bi ma taxawal maa ngi nuyu ñëpp ak meeyo bi ki nga xam ne moo ñu jàppale moo ñu dooleel maa ngi nuyu ñëpp di leen wax ne boo gisee tey ma bugg a taxawaat foog naa ne defal naa suma woot loo xam ne tey bu ma delluwaat si ñoom tàllal leen suma loxo dinañ ma jox di isi naa fa ay projects ay pare boo xam ne right now four bi fa nekka ñu ngi rénover Tapalapa bi nekk Tapalapa te ñu ngi fa sampaat beneen boo xam ne seen four lañ koo def ba pare lovil naa leen foon yoo xam ne UN Habitat laa ko amee which is 1.5 million boo xam ne revolving fund la pour jigéen ñi dim jàppale leen ñi amul business buñ def ñu def ko ñiy def business ñu jokkande ko ak youth si tamit ñi nga xam ne they want to venture in business.
nga wax sa électorate si pour suñ la waree ñëwaat.
saanil ma rek yokkal ma ñaan rek li ma munoon ma mun lu ko uppa.
It's extended to you by the commission for you to be taken through this nomination. This document that we are going to hand over to you is to indicate receipt of your nomination forms. Amongst the documents you have submitted here, Mr. Ture, we have what we call support to your nomination. And by law, you know, you are required to submit the support of 75, at least 75 registered voters at the ward you intend to contest this election, that is Crab Island ward. What will follow suit is we have, as I speak with you now, the Independent Electoral Commission has contracted or employed the services of 6 assistant returning officers in Banjul here for them to help us verify this using our database to confirm that you have administered these forms in compliance with the laws guiding election. At that stage, we will be able to say acceptance of your nomination could be given, or otherwise, if there is any need for correction, we will call your attention to that. I know you have been given the schedules to our nomination, activities for this nomination. We started on the 14th of March, and it will end on the 27th of March 2023. Amongst these days, you have 2 days set aside for correction, 26th and 27th. So if there is any need for any correction to be effected on your documents, we will call your attention to that, and to make sure your nomination package is in order and it's in accordance with law. Having said that to you, Mr. Ture, we have what to give to you to pass to the electorate at Crab Island ward through you. We want you to tell them that elections will come and go, politics will come and go. So we want you to live as a contestant, to live by example, lead your people by example, and they will follow suit. If that happens, Crab Island ward, people of Banjul, and the people of the Gambia will continue to live that peaceful life up to a point we will continue to be called the smiling coast of Africa. I don't think you will want us to lose that title as a country, peaceful country. Amongst the documents that you have submitted here today is a document called Code of Campaign Ethics. And it is law. It is a legal instrument. By the time you signed that document, you had entered into agreement with the Independent Electoral Commission. So you know it is expected of you to comply fully, for that matter, with the provisions of that legal instrument. The people that support you, your followers, are equally required to comply fully with the provisions of that legal instrument and the provisions of other legal instruments guiding elections in the Republic of the Gambia. Failure of which, the slightest departure you take or you make from these provisions could be in contravention with the legal provisions guiding election. And if that happens, when it gets to the worst, it could lead to the nullification of your candidature. But Mr. Ture, I don't think we'll get to that. You agree?
Yes.
Do you know why I say we will not get to that? When you look around the people that have accompanied you today at this table, for you to be taken through this procedure, I see faces of people that have been in politics for quite a long time. And I believe for you, you are not a starter. These are people that I know have been in politics. They've been in elections for quite a long time now. They have gathered a lot of experience. They have the mastery of this game if it were a game. They have the mastery. They know the do's and don'ts of elections in the Gambia. So that being the case, I believe they will not sit back and watch you depart from any rule or law guiding election in the Gambia up to a point where the need may arise for your candidature to be nullified. I don't think that will happen. Mr. Ture, I have referred you to a document we call Code of Campaign Ethics, which is law guiding campaign that all of us are required to comply with. I also want to give you the assurance that the Independent Electoral Commission, the main sole body mandated by law to conduct elections in the Gambia, has a responsibility. As far as we are concerned, we will make sure that there is level playing field. This law you are required to comply with, we will apply it in a way that we will uphold the principle of a rule for one is a rule for all. If we so do, we want to assure you that the Independent Electoral Commission will not sit and watch one candidate have an added advantage over the other candidates in this contest. The Independent Electoral Commission will not sit and watch one political party have an added advantage over other political parties. As far as our mandate is concerned, and then we are independent, we are neutral, we conduct ourselves in that manner, all of you are equal in the eyes of the electoral laws. I will repeat this again. A rule for one is a rule for all. And if we so do that, there is level playing field. At the end of the day, this is where we will arrive at a conclusion that the election will be described as having been free, fair, transparent, and the results credible, accepted by all. By the end of the day, we will then have to turn our back to politics and election and go back and continue our normal life where we will continue to coexist, continue to enjoy the peace and the Gambia. This is an assurance we give you. We will treat all of you equal in the eyes of the law. On that note, I once again want to take this opportunity to say thank you on behalf of the Independent Electoral Commission, and thank you to those that have accompanied you here today. And I wish you good luck in your contest, as I equally wish good luck to those that are going to contest in this election. All of you, I know you are preparing yourselves on the way to Banjul City Council as representative of the people. Good luck. Thank you so much. Welcome to the IEC on behalf of the Commission. We say that. And on behalf of the Commission, we also say thank you so much for having responded to the invitation extended to you by the Independent Electoral Commission for the purpose of nomination on a day like today. We equally say a big thank you to those that have accompanied you to this desk today for you to be taken through nomination. This document we hand over to you on behalf of the Independent Electoral Commission is to acknowledge receipt of the documents that were required of you by law on this day. We have acknowledged receipt of them. Amongst the documents that you have submitted here today for the purpose of nomination is the document we call support to your nomination, as it is law that for you to contest in this election, you should show evidence of support to your nomination by at least 75 registered voters at the ward where you intend to contest. That is Boxbar Ward. We have received that. But then it is subject to verification. As I speak with you now, the Independent Electoral Commission has appointed the services of 6 assistant returning officers for this office in Banjul to verify this by referring to our database. We have a database here that will definitely show us exactly the names and particulars of people that have been registered and they are in the register of voters. And for this election, in the register of voters in the ward where you intend to contest this local government election. When that is concluded and it is confirmed you have administered these forms in compliance with the laws, then it could lead to acceptance of your nomination, but otherwise it may need for us to call you back if there's any need for you to effect any correction. We will call you back and call your attention to that, because I know right now you are in possession of the schedules of activities for this nomination. You know that very well. You have that. It started from the 14th of March and it will be concluded on the 27th of March 2023. Amongst these days, we have set aside days like the 26th and 27th of March 2023 for the purpose of correction. So that if there is need for you to effect any correction here, we will do that. We will let you do that, and then to make sure that your nomination package is in order and it is in compliance, fully compliance with the laws, and then for us to give you your acceptance letter and then give you the green light to proceed with your contest. After having said that, we want to let you know that we have this message for you to take back to the people of Boxbar Ward. Go and tell them that elections will come and go. Politics will come as it has come to the doorsteps of the people of Boxbar Ward, and it will go. Come the 15th of April 2023, after having conducted the polls, election and politics will have to go. And then the people of Boxbar Ward will come back and live as one. People of Banjul will come back and live as one people. We know the lifestyle of Banjul. People of Banjul have ever lived as one family. You agree? You know that very well. So let politics not come at this time around and divide you people. I know you will not be happy to see that happen. So now that you are the center of context, you are the center of this politics we're talking about, an election, because of you have an intention of representing your people at Banjul City Council. Let your, that interest, that intention not lead to the division of your people. Let peace continue to reign. You live as by example and lead by example. Those that follow you or support you will equally live by example, by your example. And peace will continue to reign in the Gambia. We will then continue to jealously guard what we are known for internationally as the smiling coast of Africa. Having said that, I also want to call your attention to the fact that amongst the documents that you have submitted here, you have signed one document, a very important document so far in this matter, which is called Code of Campaign Ethics. It is a legal instrument. It is law. It is amongst our laws guiding election in the Gambia. By the time you signed it, you had already entered into an agreement with the Independent Electoral Commission. So it is required of you to comply and fully, for that matter, to comply fully with the provisions of that document we're talking about, that legal instrument. And not only that, with all other laws that guide election in the Republic of the Gambia. The slightest chance you decide to depart from the provisions of these laws guiding election in the Gambia, that could mean you would have acted in contravention with these laws. And if it happens, that may cause the Independent Electoral Commission to nullify your candidature. But Mr. Sar, I don't think we will get there. We will not get there. Do you know why I told you we will not get there? If you look around the people around here and see the people that have accompanied you to this desk today, you will see faces of people that have been in politics for quite a long time. They have been involved in elections for so long now. So that tells you they have the mastery. They understand all what is expected of all of us when it comes to politics and election. They have the mastery in the area. So this being the case, I don't think they will sit back and watch you depart from the rules and laws guiding election in the least way, up to a point of leading to the nullification of your candidature. I don't think we will not get there. They will always be by your side and guide you. We agree. It is also our responsibility. It is the responsibility on our part as the body mandated by law to conduct elections in this country. Independent, neutral. It is required of us to make sure that there is level playing field. This being the case, we will have to make sure that all candidates and all political parties are treated equal. If we so do, we hereby have to apply the principle. We have to uphold the principle of a rule for one is a rule for all. So, in this case, the Independent Electoral Commission will not sit and watch one candidate have an added advantage over the other candidates during the contest. The Independent Electoral Commission will not sit and watch one political party have an added advantage over other political parties. That is not going to happen. That's not going to happen. It will not happen. This is an assurance we are giving to all contestants, all political parties, and all candidates, and all stakeholders in our electoral process. In conclusion, once again, thank you for having responded to our invitation to this nomination, and we equally thank those that have accompanied you to see this day a success. And finally, I wish you good luck, as I wish all other contestants good luck in the same contest. Thank you so much.
si weeri ma ñaar fukki fan ak ñett UDP demoon nañ nomination Gambian Talents TV teewal nañ leen foofu ca Banjul ci IEC ba ñoom nag génnee nañ seeni ay candidate ñu ànd ak mbooloo mu takku UDP ka tey seen candidate si mbooloo moomu ñu ngi ànd ak ki nga xamante ne mooy Aji Yam Seka ak honorable Mor Lamine Ba bu Banjul North MP bu Banjul North bokkoon na ci mbooloo moomu wala bokkoon na ci délégation boobu gunge candidate si pour ñu dem jébal seeni kayit IEC taxawal nañ si 9 wards yi nekk ci Banjul yëpp gannaaw bi ñu jébalee seeni kayit IEC ki nga xamante ne mooy returning officer bi nag ekkati na fa ay kàddoom jëmale ko si candidate si mu ne comme ni mu ko defee ci yeneen candidate si fa jaar yëpp wala yeneen parti yi fa jaar yëpp dénku na leen ay kàddu ne ñu maintain jàmm ji ak salaam ji nga xamante ne am nañ ko fii ci biir réew mi élection nag dafay ñëw dafay passé te dafay jàll kenn ci ñoom si candidate si warta tax fin na jóg wala nga indi fi coow ndaxte Banjul nekk na dëkk bu nga xamante ne dëkki jàmm la te ñëpp a bokk te dañ yàgg a juboo kon candidate si waruñoo ñëw ñu jàmm jooju ñu am ñu Banjul am ñu génnee ko nañ taraay ñu continuer jàmm jooju ñu saxal ko fa su ko defee ñu nekk si jàmm su élection bi jàllee gannaaw bi nga xamante ne candidate si joxe nañ seeni kayit wala jébbal nañ seeni kayit ñii di waa IEC ñenn si ñoom ekkati woon nañ seeni kàddu wala dénk nañ leen seen suñ micro ñoom ne seen kàddu wax nañ soo gisee ñu taxawal seeni gox dañ buggal liggéey seeni gox ndaxte kansulo bi moo nekk ak nit ki nga xamante ne mooy nekk si diggante kansul bi ak goxam moom mooy nekk ki nga xamante ne mooy jokkalante si goxam ak kansul bi. candidates ekkati nañ fa seeni kàddu ñoom dañ tànnoon candidates si nga xamante ne ñoom ñoo leen a waxal si gox bu ne wala si woot bu nekk dafa am kenn ki nga xamante ne moom lañ tànn ki loon doon waxal ñoom nandoon na ñoom mbooloo mu takku ki ci mel ni Bintu Kaba nekk foofu te campement woot moom ekkati na ay kàddoom di wax ne am na projet yi nga xamante ne bugga na koo eggali moo taxoon nag mu bugga ñu sànnilaat ko. Ramatulaay Gueye moo leen fa nekkaloon àndoon ak suma caméra lady bi Safia Jeeju, Gambian Talents TV.
dama ne junjug rek na gar mi day waaj waa fan la fii la ci qualité Getzner and moo bi lan la seetal Getzner yaa ngi nii boroda yaa ngi nii mu ne déedéet boroda jigéen rek di ko sol damay indi boroda jigéen indi boroda góor laaw la cat kii daal ne na xam nga lu muy bañ ñoo dugg ci bitig bi ne nangam lay ut ñu ne amut lépp lu jigéen di soxla rek mu ngi ci bitig bii rawat na nag tubaarikàlla scrub yi nga xam ne moo xew si jamono ndax nee na buggatul benn yaram yàqu scrub yaa ngi nii body scrub yi face scrub yaa ngi day and night loo bugg rek ci jigéen mu ngi ci bitig bii cuuraay yaa ngi fi house spray yaa ngi fi waaye foundation yi ana powder yi qualité Getzner fii nag la am ci Westfield qualité Getzner nëbuwul maa ngi ni kuy nëbbatu du ko wax mu ngi ne fanga ca kaw nag call 753 4495 25 00 124 ñaari nomba yi boo ci oo ñu uyu la xale yaa ngi fi koo laaj mu waxal la qualité Getzner